The fog.
Samadel smiles with relief at Han's healed leg. The Red Prince interrupts as you're about to speak.
This woman is a dreamer. I can see the answers spinning in her eyes. Do rest your legs for a bit while I question her. You're too kind.
Red Prince and the Dreamer exchange courteous pleasantries, as if they're finding themselves in a palace hall instead of a death-ridden swamp. She introduces herself as Bahara. To your surprise, they next lie down on the ground in a seemingly warm embrace and fall asleep. What follows, though, is far from peaceful. They claw and thrash as if struggling for dear life, caught in the hold of some hideous nightmare. Then they wake, haggard, exhausted. They speak of a vision, Brahmos, and another red lizard.
Praise the daylight. I am now. There was death in that dream, chasing me like 100 hungry lions. But at least I've new directions. When we escape and find ourselves on the mainland once more, I must search for Brahmos the Wanderer. Then I will finally know the truth, the very secret of my soul. Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation.
The Red Prince takes on a reserved air, and you've the feeling he'd blush if such a thing could be noticed.
Secret of my soul, I said. What poppycock. Doesn't sound like me at all, not in the slightest. So drop it. Nothing's changed but for our surroundings. We're still on an island, in dire need of making for the mainland. Perhaps we simply ought to hug the coast in search of a ship. More glorious than you could ever imagine. More glorious than I wish to recall here. Ask me again once we escape. And
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Your loss.
I must say, I was hoping lacking skin may make me a... However, they are infuriating when they get in one's skull. I can barely hear myself think. Given enough time, I could walk from this island to the shore, but time is in short supply. I must procure a quick way off this island, and that means procuring a ship. Perhaps these seekers would know more. I imagine they are quite keen to leave too. I fell victim to the enemy of all great minds, fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change. These are the things that poison civilizations. I was on the cusp of a glorious breakthrough, but my king's fear held me back. I discovered a veil hanging across the universe, a barrier of pure source. It was amazing, the kind of discovery on which a civilization turns. Who knows what secrets may have been hidden behind that curtain? But my king forbade me from further investigation. Do you know, I never thought to ask, between him purging me and casting me into a traitor's tomb. What a foolish oversight! If only I'd had your prescience and curiosity, I could have saved myself centuries of pondering that very question. Well, certainly he was not pleased with my insistence that we investigate. But the king's word is law. Was law. But the reason I was purged was slightly less intellectual. After the king refused to let me investigate the veil, I brought the issue up with others. The 7 lords. Beneath the king in authority, but far above me. I brought them my research. I showed them everything. I had hoped they would help me convince the king of his error, But before they or I could act, I was arrested and... well, my sentence was carried out. I mean, yes, I suppose you could have drained the power from it, but that would have weakened it significantly. It would be quite irresponsible. After all, the power of the thing is not the point. It hid something. Who knows what that might have been? The secrets to the universe could have lain behind that curtain, but I was not given the chance to find out. Now, I fear I never will. He ceased to be my king the moment he turned on me. I did nothing wrong. All I wanted was to further the knowledge of the Eternals. Who knows? Had I been allowed to continue my studies, perhaps I could have warded off whatever catastrophe befell them.
The skeleton stands quietly for a moment.
I'm not sure. Centuries in a tomb can warp one's memory. I remember the big things, of course. My library, my home, my king, my family. But the rest, it's all covered in a fog. And the more I see of this world, the thicker that fog seems to get. Once I would have boasted that it was the best form of government. Indeed, it was the only form of government we knew. Living forever under the rule of a wise king is one thing, but if that king should turn into a despot, if he should reject philosophy and the natural arts for the sake of power, well, I cannot imagine a worse torture. I was a scholar, researching the secrets of the universe. Had I been allowed to proceed, my people could have ascended to godhood as one. An entire race of deities, with a perfect understanding of the universe. It would have solved all of our problems. Indeed you cannot. Nothing in this world compares to it. We crafted our homes from stone and crystal, using the power of the universe itself to keep them in place. Your people, on the other hand, seem quite content to sit about in smoky hovels, held together by straw and filth. It's a mercy I don't have a nose. I cannot imagine how you stand it. They came rather low in my life, alas. My wife and daughter always had to compete with my work for my attention, and my work was always stiff competition. They were often neglected. I wonder how many more years they spent neglected before. Well, before whatever happened, happened. Well, of course it is. It was crafted with care. 100% ethically harvested from mortals, too. The quality is second to none. Oh, you simply wait until the creature is dead, preferably of natural causes. Although that does limit your choices somewhat. You may end up with quite a few sagging faces. I will never understand why you have so readily accepted aging, or digestion. They are frightful pastimes. Up to a point, certainly. They are frightfully loud, but the selection afterwards is quite good. The faces are often what you might call fixer-uppers, but they're young and quite serviceable, if you get them before the flies do. Poison is preferred, of course. No marks to the face, the subject can be of any age, and death is often quite peaceful. Not for them, of course, but it's significantly more relaxing for me.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
I'd say we should stop to talk, but I'm swamped. Don't make much of it one way or the other, but the farther we get away from the joy, the better. There's got to be a way off this island. Sure thing, Chief. What's up? Sure thing, Chief. What's up?
I must say, I was hoping to enjoy a smug advantage over everyone else. Lacking skin may make me a target for mortals, but I am mercifully immune to mosquitoes. However, they are infuriating when they get in one's skull. I can barely hear myself think.
I'd say we should stop to talk, but I'm
Are you certain you want to...
Oh, really now?
I must say, lacking skin. However, they are
Are you certain you...
Yes, I could go on then. Play it.
Wished Bonnie Barn, now don't you cry.
What took you so long?
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with... A sea voyage. Children and adults huddled together for warmth and comfort. You were a slave to the ancient empire not so long ago. You had a taste for wine and ale, as well as a variety of other sensual pleasures. Life is a coffer replete with countless delights. Your mind is empty as a new moon. Something seems to have cleared it out, scrubbed the corners, bleached the halls. The nothingness is oddly comfortable.
So close your sweet eyes, rest with the head.
Speak, if you would.
Are you certain you want...
If we have...
These poor souls in their time of need. I pray that you ease them.
Hey, yo.
Void woken. We meet again.
Vermin. This world pests. Leeches. fall, die, pass away. Your essence feeds us. You will not be spared. Your time is up. Squash the vermin. Hang the thief. Ours. Ours. You are ours.
More of them. These beasts are damn persistent. I'll yield to none. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
We are the beginning and the end. We will return. Well, first.
They can keep calling us vermin, but we'll just keep putting them down.
face me?
I don't see any children around here. Don't see my folks either. I've spotted something. Prepare yourself. What strange witchery is this?
I am death and light.
Hurts, doesn't it?
I am the scourge. I am the light.
Come hang from your father's shield. Let him lift you on his shoulders.
My father? Glory is mine.
I am the scourge. I am the light. I am the scourge. I am the light.
Prepare yourself. I'll yield to none. Hurts, doesn't it? Lucky find. Nice. This again. Look out. I see a trap nearby. Careful. I spotted a trap. Junk.
Need supplies? Precious wares, are they not? Until we meet again, Ben-Mezd.
Hey there, old... Well...
Most of this is scrap.
Please, Armadia, bless and protect your humble servant.
If I had a forge, I could do something. Maybe.
I'd say we should stop to talk, but I'm swamped.
Are you certain you want to
Oh, really now?
Cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
What took you so long?
You're not quite so...
So close your sweet eyes, rest in the head.
A moment's pause.
Are you certain?
If we have
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, we're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
The goddess's tears still...